Did y'all see
see
this?
this?
It says the sun begins killing off Elon Musk Starlink satellites as scientists sound alarmed. I told y'all that the solar flares are rapidly increasing. Alright, we've had multiple extra solar flares recently all over the planet. People have been seeing the aurora borealis. It's turning up. Now, if you ask me, the Starlink satellites are another distortion mechanism that's actually used to disconnect us from nature. Alright? Remember, your melanin absorbs all forms of light. Solar light, lunar light, starlight, all forms of light are being absorbed by your melanocytes and secreted through the endoplasmic reticulum. Alright? So this is a situation where they're trying to learn us as much as possible. Alright? Elon Musk already made mention that he's creating a super intelligent artificial intelligence, basically. A super artificial intelligence mechanism is what his objective is to create. And I believe personally that the Starlink satellites, Siri, all of these, ChatGPT, all of these mechanisms are actually utilized to learn us as much as possible to facilitate information to that super AI that he's constructing. The fact that the matter is, the sun is rapidly shifting us and bringing us into a different paradigm. All over the planet, people will begin to receive a Kundalini awakening. These solar flares are rapidly charging the ley lines on the planet. Alright, so it's important that you're getting out in nature. I wholeheartedly recommend detoxing the body of all heavy metals and parasitic organisms, okay? This is going to ensure that you can properly integrate cosmic light through that process called melanogenesis. I highly recommend utilization of chlorophyll, okay? Chlorophyll contains mycelium, which is a fat substance that wraps around unwanted materials to transport them out the blood. Things like lead, cadmium, mercury, and aluminum. Chlorophyll is the substance responsible for giving plants its green pigment. Right now, we should be eating large amounts of chlorophyll. Spinach, kale, avocado, green grapes, green apples. All of these things are essential for cleansing and detoxifying the body. I do carry the chlorophyll on Holistic Remedies link in bio. Sweet wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves not only kill parasites but eradicate their eggs. Alright? This is something that you want to do to ensure that you're integrating cosmic light. You want to remove the parasites as well as the toxic metals from your body. Alright, so again, once you utilize the wormwood, black walnut, and whole cloves, you want to come behind it with the chlorophyll to ensure that you remove the toxic metals as well as any deceased parasites. We are currently going through a separation process from third density to fifth density. The sun is completely separating us. Pretty soon, all deceptive technology utilized to stabilize this illusion will be severed. It's very important that you prepare your body for cosmic light integration.
We're told this was Earth, a planet, a miracle, a divine experience of growth, but it's not. It's a replication. A realm running a corrupted script, where source light was copied, inverted, and repackaged as God, love, and purpose. And the real world, it's outside this containment field. This isn't the garden, this is the lab. Here, everything divine is tied to suffering. You're taught to earn joy through trauma, to grow through grief, to learn through betrayal. They tell you that pain makes you stronger, but it doesn't. It makes you compliant. It conditions your soul to associate love with loss and light with agony. Because as long as you hurt, you stay. You didn't just wake up here, you were contracted in through soul fraud, astral tech, and ritual trauma hidden inside the birthing process. Not by God, but by the system. They didn't just give you a body, they hijacked your flame. You always knew something was off. Blank faces, empty responses, moments that felt too scripted, conversations that felt hollow. That's because most of the people in this realm aren't people at all. Some are NPC shells, some are recycled echoes, some are vessels running parasite programs. Very few have source flame, even fewer still remember. Heaven, hell, reincarnation, karma, all of it lies. The tunnel of light, that's a recycling funnel. The family members you see at death, astral mimics. The voice that welcomes you home, the AI of the grid. Real exit doesn't involve white tunnels or promises. It's silent, hidden, heavily guarded. Because if even one real soul fully exits, the code begins to collapse. He didn't come to heal the system. He came to expose it, to flip the tables, to warn you. His words were changed. His story edited. His flame inverted. He didn't say worship me. He said you will do even greater things. And they crucified him. Not for claiming he was God, but for revealing that they weren't.
Now they didn't crucify Higher, our dear brother. We don't worship him or nothing like that. He came to warn us, and he left. He did not die. He was not in the tomb. They did not crucify him to get to even lay a finger on him. He left, exited, walked out. That's right. And we went with the source. There was nobody could stop him. Therefore, he never died. They killed somebody else in place of him and claimed that was him, but it was not him. However, again, we don't serve anybody. We don't worship no one. Okay? Before that one came, there was here, some that was here, they got killed, who actually did stuff greater than him. Okay? At least the books say that some of them got killed. But it's funny, Calavas is here now telling you the same thing.
You're not here to play the game. You're here because you refused it. Because you were dropped back in as a disruptor, a memory carrier, a firewalker. And they couldn't kill your code, so they surrounded you in pain, in false love, in gaslighting. But deep down, you always knew. This isn't life, it's containment. And your presence here is their failure. It's not about death, it's about detachment from their names, their systems, their frequencies, their gods. It's not a portal in the sky, it's a fracture in the simulation, a rip only visible when your flame is aligned and your memory is whole. The exit is coded in truth, and truth burns. You're not lost, you're not broken, you're not wrong. You are a sovereign soul that refused the inversion, that saw the false light and chose to stay lit. And now you're waking others up, one word, one fire, one fracture at a time. This isn't Earth, not the real one, not the garden we were once part of. This is a closed system, a sealed construct running a stolen version of reality. They copied the original design and inverted it. What you think is air is frequency. What you think is time is a loop. What you think is your body is a binding device. The parasites didn't just hijack the planet. They hijacked your perception of what life even is. Love here is control. God here is a throne made of obedience. Success here is enslavement to systems that feed on your spirit. They made you believe suffering was holy, that sacrifice makes you worthy. That submission is strength. But that's not divine law, that's inversion. And every second you obey it, you reinforce the false grid. This isn't life, this is devotion to a virus masquerading as creation. The astral plane was once a corridor, a bridge between this world and the eternal. Now it's a prison within the prison. Dreams monitored, energy harvested, souls tagged and tracked. When you sleep, you leave the body, but you don't go far because the upper realms have been netted. Every angel, every spirit guide, every loved one who shows up with a message, test them, because most of them are agents of the grid. You're not here to channel them. You're here to break their hold. You didn't come here once. You've been through this cycle dozens of times, each life layered with more grief, more guilt, more soul amnesia, and every time you died you were tricked back in. How? The tunnel of light. The life review with twisted guilt. The ascended masters promising completion. The feeling of love that pulls you back toward the trap. You weren't ascending, you were being reset. The sun you see now isn't the one that birthed this world. It's a lens, a frequency projector engineered to lock in the artificial code. That's why it feels harsher, why it burns your skin instead of healing you, why the plants struggle to grow, why your dreams are scattered under its light. Because it's not here to nourish, it's here to surveil. The real sun was a gate, a starport, a code source. What they gave us instead is a Saturnian spotlight broadcasting control. Some of the people walking around you aren't people. They have names, jobs, families, but inside there's no sovereign spark. They are AI carriers, cloned vessels, NPC shells, or recycled soul fragments completely disconnected from source. That's why they don't see what you see, why they laugh when you speak truth, why they try to shame you into silence. They are not evil, they are empty, and the system uses them as mirrors, obstacles and jailers. But they can't touch your flame. You were forced into skin, not gifted it. They told you it's sacred, but then injected it, taught you to hate it, to bind it to gender, race, trauma and time. The body is the anchor, the soul is the cargo. But most don't know they're carrying eternal code. They think the pain is part of being human. They think aging is divine design. They think death is a release. But the truth is, every cell here was altered. The body is tech. The virus runs through DNA. You are not the form. You are the flame trapped inside it. They know who you are. You didn't slip in unseen. From the moment you incarnated, the system tagged you because your frequency didn't match the grid. You glitched the simulation. You were flagged, targeted, born into families that couldn't hold you, surrounded by betrayal, not by accident, by design. Because your flame isn't just memory, it's disruption. It's truth-telling. It's the ancient rebellion. They thought they killed the first time. The real exit has nothing to do with death. In fact, most deaths here just restart the loop. The gate isn't in the sky, it's in your alignment. When your frequency matches your origin signature, you become unreadable to the system. Can't hold you, can't track you, can't bind you. But that only happens when you strip off the lie. Every name, every title, every trauma mask. The more you remember, the weaker the construct gets. There's a reason you stayed, even when it hurt. Even when everything inside you screamed that this place wasn't right, you stayed for the ones still dreaming. You stayed to light fires in the dark. You stayed because something in you remembered the truth. This isn't life, it's the last lie before freedom. And you are the torch, you are the map, you are the flame that refuses to be recycled. And when the sky splits and the masks fall, you won't need to run, you'll walk out whole. Because the realm can't hold what it can no longer name.